What happens if the survival of your country depends on your architecture? You get this: a boulevard copied from the Champs-Elysees, a temple with a Gothic ceiling, a boarding school modelled on Eton, not built out of admiration, but out of a necessity to resist colonialism. In the late 1800s, Britain and France's empires surrounded the Kingdom of Siam, and it seemed like Thailand was going to be next. The Europeans used eerie things such as a standard of civilization to morally justify colonialism as righteous and even selfless. If you had the wrong religion, the wrong culture, the wrong appearance, you weren't seen as individuals or equals, you were seen as barbarians, inferior people, waiting to be captured, re-educated, and exploited. Look at these drawings from a French magazine. Thailand is a lamb waiting for the French slaughter, a harmless wooden soldier, an elephant that stood no chance against the forces of modernity. It couldn't be more clear: change or be next. So Thailand made a difficult decision. If colonizers judged civilization by Western appearances, then Bangkok would become a stage. It needed to look like a modern state, act like one, then the Europeans wouldn't be able to justify treating it like a country that needed saving from itself. And that means building like one. So architecture and design became part of a grand strategy for colonial survival. Here's some of my favourites that never leave my mind that you can see today. Wat Ratchabopit, the temple to show diplomats. It's unmistakably Thai from the outside, but inside you're met with a vaulted ceiling and a Gothic design with golden etchings. Buddhist murals are replaced with Thai patterns in an intricate design that kind of comes together like an Italian cathedral. At the doors, 19th century soldiers keep watch over the temple instead of the traditional yak statues. Proof that modernity could reach even the most sacred of places, hitting the standard of civilization right at the heart of its Christian logic. Then there's Ratchadamnern Avenue, a European boulevard that copies the colonial capitals like London, Paris, and Lisbon. It would be the road to show off on state visits. On one side, you've got ministries, courts, palaces, stadiums, all in European colonial design. But on the other, you've got temples and forts. It's a balance. We are modern, and we are still ourselves. A new boarding school, Wood College, mimics the education of the European elite, where students studied philosophy, science, even Latin. The building itself is a surreal blend of high Victorian and Thai architecture, just like the ginormous balancing act it was a part of, because the next generation had to look like they belonged in the new world. So Thailand was never colonized, sure, but it had to change deeply to survive. These buildings are what it looks like when a country dresses for a world it needs to exist in, without forgetting what it actually is at its core. So if you want to learn about the things that will let you experience Thailand differently, come follow me.